Dear viewers, participants on this special live show, on behalf of the African Institute for Supply Chain Research, I have the pleasure and I'm delighted to serve as a speaker for the first African Institute for Supply Chain Research support webinar series. Dear viewers, this is the first of many of a series of events that will be conducted on this platform to build capacity for the supply chain management community in the continent. I am Mark Asambe. I'm a professor in supply chain management at the University of South Africa in the Department of Applied Management. I'm also the president of the African Institute for Supply Chain Research, as well as the deputy chair of the Interim Supply Chain Management Council in South Africa, responsible for technical standards and competencies. My presentation today, dear viewers, will focus on how the Institute can support you in advancing your supply chain career. And I want to engage with you as we go on with the presentation. And therefore, once I'm done with the former part of the presentation, which may take between 20 to 25 minutes, I'll then open up for questions. And I look forward to questions and concerns from you. Let me take this opportunity, dear viewers, to appreciate and congratulate you all for choosing supply chain management as a profession. I want also to appreciate those of you who are aspiring to become supply chain management professionals. You have made a very wise career decision. I can assure you of that. It should be noted that we are all in different phases of our careers. Some of us may be looking forward to choosing supply chain management as a career. Some have already chosen supply chain management and looking forward to advancing their career. For example, obtaining their bachelor's degrees, their honors degrees, masters, and PhDs. While in some cases, others are already settling themselves in the career of choice and to be able to make success out of it, developing and leveraging their supply chain networks and obtaining promotion in the area of supply chain management. Nevertheless, dear viewers, irrespective of where you are in your career, I want to assure you again that the African Institute for Supply Chain Research can support you to achieve your aspirations. And therefore, I would like you all to be mindful that supply chains are becoming increasingly important, even at both levels. It is strategic for all organizations and is critical to achieve competitive advantage. Many individuals and organizations fail to recognize the strategic importance of supply chain management. Its strategic impact was often underrated and not accorded the professional education accreditation status it deserves. This is evident, as we all have seen, in the number of universities in the continent that are offering supply chain management programs. In South Africa, for example, of the 26 public universities, we have only a handful that are offering supply chain management related qualifications. And this situation is not different to the continent. In actual fact, it is worse. Only a handful of universities in the continent are offering that. You can find, for example, in Kenya, in Uganda, in Ghana, in Nigeria, where some institutions do have some form of supply chain management offerings. And yet, dear viewers, in our fundamental day-to-day activities, supply chain management is strategic, is key, it's inevitable. This supply chain management is also functional and critical for functioning of organizations, including government institutions at all levels. However, with the COVID-19 pandemic, we have learned a lesson. COVID-19 has had an extreme impact on global supply chains and have created some form of awareness of the importance of supply chain management. It has hit global trade, investment, and at unprecedented rate. Governments, businesses, individuals, consumers suddenly struggled to procure basic goods and commodities, materials. They were forced to confront the fragility of modern supply chains. The urgent need to design smarter, stronger, and more diverse supply chains has been one of the main lessons that we've all learned of COVID-19. Some of the key implications of COVID-19 on supply chain management is that countries in the continent will each individually have to assess their supply chain carefully. Each country in the continent will need to promote local producers of key commodities to avoid shortages in future in case of this kind of pandemic. Africa needs to learn to be less dependent on China for the supply of commodities. There is a need to foster and promote intertrade among African countries. These, among many others, are fundamental aspects that are critical of supply chain management and therefore worthy of our considerations. Let me move now, dear viewers, to talk about how the African Institute for Supply Chain Management Research can support you in advancing your supply chain career. The Institute is the first interinstitutional Pan-African dedicated non-profit research institute that supports continental-wide sustainable development and inclusive growth. The value propositions of the Institute is in line with the National Development Plan 2030 of South Africa, as well as the Africa Agenda 2063. The Institute aims to create a center of knowledge and excellence for supply chain management in the continent by conducting innovative research to empower supply chain professionals with profound discoveries on practical solutions towards sustainable developmental goals. It also aims to provide adequate support for students to improve their throughput rates. It also aims to provide the latest trends and developments on supply chain management through benchmarking reports and publications, and also to conduct advocacy through professional development events, our webinar series, conferences, research seminars, symposiums, executive roundtables to enhance the knowledge base of supply chain theory and practice. We have also created a platform for collaboration between industry practitioners and academic institutions. And therefore, our value propositions are on research, educational programs, conferences, and events, as well as publications. And I can assure you that the Institute is well positioned and ready to shape supply chain development and transformation in the continent. We have established a fully fledged structure with a board of directors and management. And our management structure constitutes of the president, which has been led by myself, supported by a strong secretariat and vice presidents, including vice president for Southern Africa, East Africa, West Africa. At the moment, the Institute operates within 13 countries in the continent, and therefore we are confident that we are equipped to make a meaningful contribution to our profession, to build capacity. And therefore, we strongly believe that we can be able to support you all in your aspiration on supply chain management based on our value proposition. From research, we conduct research to support national priorities both in the public and private sectors. Through our research, we aim to inspire leaders with profound discoveries and executable strategies for policy decision-making in governments, improve bottom lines for organizations, as well as support for master's and doctoral students. We aim to create a bank of knowledge that will be utilized for this purpose. We make use of profound supply chain experts to conduct our research. We have put together thought-leading supply chain practitioners and professionals from academia and industry with vast experience. Our experts are sought for different projects and in different countries, and they cut across the value proposition of supply chain management, from procurement, logistics, transport, operations, productions. And therefore, we're calling on you. If you're a supply chain practitioner and you feel you can be able to make a meaningful contribution, please do contact us and join the team. Through our educational programs, we provide opportunities for supply chain leaders, researchers, students, corporate partners to expand their knowledge and to improve overall supply chain opportunities. Our educational programs are designed to help supply chain knowledge to the level where they can effectively design and manage future supply chains in a competitive environment. Our educational programs we conduct postgraduate research support, conference, webinars, seminars, workshop, research boot camps, as well as community of practice. And following our quest for research support, we offer research workshops to our postgraduate students. And if you're one of them, please make sure that you contact us as soon as possible. The workshops are focused on research qualities that are intended to improve and fast-track career development. We aim to provide students ability to work well with others and instill a sense of ethical integrity and leadership in research. Ladies and gentlemen, participating in the research workshop will help you build a lot of capacities. And in the weeks to come, we're going to have thought-leading professionals and researchers that will be talking on the different aspects of research in guiding you, formulating topics, generating research areas, critically reviewing your literature, understanding research philosophies and approaches, formulating research designs, negotiating access, and research ethics, understanding samplings, data collections and analysis. And all of those, you're going to have key and thought-leading professionals across the continent to speak to you. So irrespective of where you are across the continent, know that there is a family that is here AISCR that needs you, that wants to build, that wants to help you develop your capabilities. We have developed a program called Master's and Doctoral Capacity Building Program. In this program, we solicit funding and provide capacity building program for our master's and doctoral students in collaboration with our academic institutions to build capacity, professional authorities, and to engage to make sure that we fast track your development. It is also aimed to increase master's and doctoral throughput on an completion rate. Master's and doctoral students that are part of this program can be registered with any of our affiliate universities. We also have a program that is called the University Supply Chain Capacity Development Program. In this program, we collaborate with universities to develop profound curriculums on supply chain management degrees and certificate programs. So far, we have signed Memorandum of Understanding with the University of South Africa, Northwest University, University of Fort Hare, which are all in South Africa, as well as the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology in Kenya. We encourage you to contact us for guidance should you require to pursue your career on supply chain management. And just to let you know that our Vice President for Research, Education and Publication, Professor Emmanuel Awo, is in Nairobi in Kenya with the American University of Africa. We also offer what we call the skills program in collaboration with our strategic partners for continuous professional development for those that are already in the job. Continuous professional development program are an essential part of personal and career development. In 2021, we are going to kick off with the Pan-African Supply Chain Management Summer School. And the summer school will be an annual event in collaboration with our strategic affiliated partners and universities. The summer school will offer students across the continent opportunity to participate in an exceptional and innovative supply chain management program. And we encourage you to be part of that program. And if so, please do contact us so that you secure your position for the first Pan-African Supply Chain Summer School. We also hope to build capacity in terms of a Pan-African writing retreat. The writing retreat is an opportunity that we offer to master's and doctoral students from various universities in the continent that will be able to engage with experts, writing coaches that will help them develop the relevant writing skills and capabilities. The retreat offers extensive structured time and develop effective writing strategies for master's and doctoral students with their peers. The retreat will culminate with students doing split presentations of their proposed research for input and discussions. And we encourage you, especially those that are busy with their master's and doctoral studies, to be part of this wonderful and exciting program. We are encouraging you all to join the AISCR team in making a difference in your career and also to the continent. I can confidently assure you that AISCR offers an innovative and collaborative environment where you can apply your research, talent, education, and curiosity. We offer a variety of exciting career opportunities, also for those who are already in the job. We provide training positions for part-time researchers, graduate students, postdoctoral fellows, and staff positions for scholars, aligned with our strategic partners and affiliated partners. And therefore, I encourage you all to be part of the team. because there's a space for all of us to build the capacity that we need in the continent. I encourage you to be part of our events, webinars, conferences, executive roundtables, public lectures, seminars, research workshops. I encourage you to follow our research publications, magazines, newsletters, conference proceedings, books, book chapters, white papers. I encourage you to be part of the research project that we'll be doing in the continent. I encourage you to be a beneficiary of our master's and doctoral support program. I encourage you to be an expert or a researcher with AISCR, a field worker, research experts, graduate intern, postdoctoral fellow, visiting professor. I encourage you to place yourself in one of the key value propositions on the value chain: procurement, public procurement, logistics, transport, public-private partnerships, operations, and production. In conclusion, I encourage you to follow the activities of the Institute. And as alluded, there will be speakers that will be on this platform to share their experiences on topical research issues. I encourage you to join them.